Welcome to Doha, capital city of Qatar, one of the most rapidly developing cities in the world. Doha's building infrastructure is expanding daily, propelling the local economy and making Qatar one of the most promising countries to work in. But there is one day where people don't work, a national holiday which is exclusively dedicated to celebrate the joy and benefits of sport. The whole country gets involved and prepares for the annual National Sports Day of Qatar. On National Sports Day of Qatar, it's mandatory for all employees to leave their work and participate in one of the many sports on offer. A world first, it's a celebratory day where the whole nation teams up together and advocates the message "Sport for all." A day of pure fun, Qatar's sports stars join in too. National holiday it may be, but employers are still required to pay their workers as though it were a normal working day.
Sports Day is something that they don't have it all over the world, you know. It's just, I think Qatar is one of the only countries in the world which have a National Sports Day. I think this initiative to promote the well-being and fitness in the whole world, and it's also just supporting the athletes that we have.
Amongst the many sports organised in Qatar, the government decided to put the spotlight on traditional sports, giving an extra motive to local communities and to encourage their nation's heritage. The traditional boat rowing race, or Al-Shawahif as they call it here, was one event on top of the popularity list. Only open to Qatari nationals, the race offered prize money of 1 million riyals.
This competition is going to be really hard because all the competitors have been training for quite some time, for 6 months, because we had 3 heats. The final is going to start on the 10th, so all the teams are well prepared.
The national federation responsible for rowing is combined with sailing. The effort to promote these two sports is equal and has been ramped up over the last few years. More and more international events are organised in Qatar, attracting athletes from around the world. Emphasis is particularly put on encouraging athletes from Northern Hemisphere nations who cannot practice their sport so easily during the cold winter months. Qatar, on the other hand, is optimal all year round, with warm weather and a steady breeze.
I'm enjoying the weather, the standing of the club. It is such a privilege to be able to sail and swim all days of the year in the Arabic Sea.
The National Sports Day of Qatar was held immediately after the annual Sail the Gulf Regatta. So even more athletes participated in the sailing events this year, and the crowds of enthralled spectators was boosted too. Conditions were ideal, with winds reaching 20 knots under a blue sky. Maximum fun for everyone on the water. The optimists had their moments though, as the young sailors battled with the waves and wind. Lasers, Hobie Cat 16s and match racing were amongst the other racing on the waters of Doha. Highlight of the day had to be the fearless kiteboarders. All eyes were on them as they jumped impressively high and achieved some incredible speeds, a stunning spectacle.
Luckily today we got really good wind, and usually we don't get strong wind on Sports Day or National Day, so we can't kite. But today we got really good southeasterly wind, so that was really good to enjoy the Sports Day and be able to go out there in the water and have a good time.
While strong wind is great for sailing, it's not so good for other sports such as rowing. Although they managed to finish the qualification races the previous days, on the most crucial finals day, the weather was just too dangerous to be safe for the teams poised for victory in the Al-Shawahif. So, some disappointment as the race was postponed. Teams will have to be patient just a little bit longer to know if they'll lay claim to the prize money and their names will go down in Qatar's rowing history. The Sailing and Rowing Federation of Qatar, though, had numerous other activities. In their new facilities, indoor wakeboarding and kart sailing were just a few of the other thrill-seeking sports on offer. 2015 is predicted to be another growth year for sports in Qatar. The level of competition is set to increase and the sports infrastructure will continue to expand. Qatar's goal, through the symbolic National Sports Day of Qatar, is to introduce Qataris to the world of sport and increase their participation. The nation's mission is also to develop its talent pool and keep Qatar at the forefront of major event venues. With all year round warm weather and proven event management, Qatar is well on target.